So Eugenia Cooney is one of those YouTubers that I've seen on the internet for like close to a decade now, and she recently returned to her YouTube channel and it looks like she's just gone worse. So let's get right into it. So if you don't know who Eugenia Cooney is, she's pretty much one of like the YouTube OGs. Now, you know what, I'm not going to state the obvious that everyone can see. She obviously suffers with anorexia, which is very unfortunate, but it looks like she's finally returned back to her YouTube channel, and some of the videos have been it's got to be some of the toughest videos to watch on the entire platform. If you go back to the very start of her channel, you can obviously see that, you know, she had a problem before YouTube, but I think all this fame has honestly just made it worse. If anything, it's probably helped enable her because, you know, it's one of those things that gets her attention, you know, because that's one of the reasons people are on her videos and they're commenting, they're leaving hate comments, and it's getting the videos a bunch of engagement. And so obviously, you know, she's making money and she's getting views from, you know, being anorexia. But I definitely think her continuing on YouTube is definitely enabling this bad behavior. I do feel really bad for her because she obviously has a problem, and I gotta say, most of the people on the internet are definitely enabling it, but I think the worst culprit is her mom, who actually makes YouTube videos with her, and it's just, you know, being all joyous and all supportive and shit. And at first glance you might think, well, it's just being a mom, you know, trying to be supportive, trying to be in her daughter's life, but she's damn near enabling this shit. You know, she's not getting her daughter help. You know, if you play some of these clips, you know, she's just all happy and shit, and it's like, get your daughter some help. Like, you should not be, you know, it's pretty much enabling this shit because obviously Eugenia is making some good amount of money from doing these YouTube videos, and the only reason people are really watching her, at least from my understanding, is that because she has anorexia. You know, I'm sure she has a fine personality or whatever, but let's be completely honest here. It's just like the mukbang guy, Nikocado Avocado. Like, yeah, I'm sure his videos have some person, but they're just watching because, you know, it's bad behavior and they're doing something they probably shouldn't be. You know, it's disgusting to watch and people are curious about it. So she's obviously making some good amount of money from that, and I definitely think that the mom has seen this and probably realized that, you know, hey, let's keep bringing in the check, you know, let's keep making some of that YouTube ad revenue instead of getting her daughter genuine help. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose. Now, obviously, I don't know the perfect solution for Eugenia Cooney. You know, she's been like this for at least 10 years. Now, of course, she was like this before she got all this fame and money from YouTube, so it's probably like an ongoing problem, but I definitely think, you know, getting views and getting money from YouTube just for, you know, showing videos of you being anorexic is definitely kind of a bad thing, and it's definitely enabling her and making it so she's not getting any better. But let's be completely honest, her biggest video ever would probably be like an update video where she actually got some help. On one side, I want to be like, yeah, of course, I don't think YouTube should demonetize pretty much anyone. Like, I think you gotta do a lot of problems to be demonetized on YouTube. You know, if you're putting in the work and you're making videos, then YouTube should keep you monetized. However, in certain instances like this, where Eugenia Cooney is obviously being enabled by YouTube money to stay anorexic, like, this is actually killing her body. She's literally dying in front of us, in front of her camera. And so would it be right for YouTube to demonetize her channel? Honestly, I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it because I do think in one aspect it might help her see that there might be a problem, but on the other hand, she'd still be able to upload and, you know, get views and attention. So maybe she's doing it for attention, maybe she's doing it for money, but there's a reason she's, you know, continuing to upload these videos in her current state, which is honestly really depressing, and I really hope she gets some help. Like, 99% of the comment section on her videos is just negative comments. Like, you see some of her videos that actually have more comments than likes, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys have been on YouTube long enough to know exactly what that means. You know, it's not a good thing. She's pretty much getting ratioed. And I gotta say, you know, as much as I understand, you know, the internet can be cruel, I think the amount of disgusting comments I've seen about Eugenia Cooney is really disappointing for me to see. You know, I understand to an extent, you know, people of course have the right to criticize her and make jokes in the comments. I mean, she is the one that's left comments on. You can disable comments, but obviously I think it's a little cruel, especially because, you know, Eugenia Cooney obviously obviously has some mental health problems. You know, she's suffering from anorexia for damn near 10 years. I mean, imagine what that does to a body. And now, obviously, I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert when it comes to, you know, this disorder, but, you know, is there any coming back for her? Because I think that's the best case scenario. You know, it's just she needs to be like taken off the internet and go and get some help. Now, you know, I don't know if that means being locked in a fucking treatment center or something, but there's got to be some way to help this poor girl. And it looks like the internet may be the one that has to help her, because, I mean, if you look at these clips of her mom in her YouTube videos.
Hello, Preppy. Shall we begin the transformation? Are you ready? You're going to love it so much. But even maybe your fans will go Preppy too. Let's do it. Okay, so first, we have to get rid of the outfit and the makeup.
Why?
Gloves. Off with the gloves.
She's just like pretty much enabling it, if we're going to be completely honest here. I mean, I understand, you know, trying to be in your daughter's life, you know, especially when she's having these anorexic problems, you know, being all happy and not addressing it and just being like, hey, Eugenia, let's go make another YouTube video. Let's get some of that YouTube ad revenue. It's definitely enabling it, and it's honestly quite sickening to see. And one of the reasons we're talking about this is because one of her recent YouTube shorts actually just went viral, and a lot of people were talking about it. You know, it's been all these years and she's still looking terrible. You know, a lot of people are actually saying she actually looks worse, which is, I mean, I gotta say, I kind of agree. I mean, I don't know how she can be surviving after all these years in this terrible state, but she obviously needs some help. And whether it's YouTube enabling her, you know, through money and views and attention, or it's her mom enabling her, it's just, you know, someone's gonna need to, you know, put their finger down and say, hey, this girl needs some help. Because, like, again, I'm not an expert on this whole disorder, but I mean, how long can your body really last when you're in anorexia form? I mean, it can't be much longer, and I definitely think that Eugenia Cooney is going to pass away if she continues in this state. And, you know, everyone on the internet is going to be commenting on it. Oh, you know, we feel so bad. Oh, we wish you could have done something. Well, you know, maybe it is time to do something, because I definitely think YouTube shouldn't be demonetizing people, or, you know, taking away the right for people, you know, to post videos and be creative. But I definitely think that, you know, attention through views and getting YouTube ad revenue is definitely enabling some really bad behavior. You know, we've seen it in the mukbang videos with Nekakado Avocado. You know, he's severely overweight and he definitely needs some help, and he keeps doing it for YouTube money. And this is pretty much the same situation. You know, she just keeps posting on YouTube, get that YouTube money, and neither of these people are getting help. And I definitely think it's going to lead to an early death. And, you know, when all these people come out and say, you know, how bad they really felt about this whole situation, it's just like, well, you know what, maybe we could have done something. And I definitely think that we should do something. Like, she's not stupid. She knows exactly what she's doing. You know, they keep bringing in the attention because people are watching her videos because, you know, she has anorexia. And then she recently posted, you know, the update video of her coming back to the YouTube channel, and then she posted another video saying, I'm going away, ... So people thought, you know, she pretty much clickbaited people into thinking, you know, she was actually gonna go away and actually get some help this time. And then she posted this.
Hi guys, so if you guys didn't know, I'm actually went away right now, and right now I'm in Disney. So yeah, you guys, I love Disney. It's been a little while since I've been here, and it's been like forever since I've gone to the parks.
Yeah, so she's actually at like Disneyland. This is actually kind of crazy for her to post. Now, obviously, I'm trying my best not to be critical of her because I understand she has a problem, but this is kind of sick. I mean, and the top comment on that video is, whoa, there's nothing like trolling people who are worried about you, and that has more likes than the actual video. And I mean, that's really what she's doing. You know, she's just not even trolling, but she's like clickbaiting people that actually, you know, care about her well-being. So that kind of sucks. Another person said, I think people in the comments are being kinder to Eugenia because they finally realized that it's to the point where she should be allowed to enjoy her days. She's beyond help at this point, and it doesn't pay to bombard her with tough love or hate messages. Let the women live and live with kindness while she's still here. And I gotta say, you know, as much as I kind of understand this, you know, when you've been in an anorexic state for like a decade, you know, some people may say that, you know, you're beyond help, but I gotta say, I don't think anyone who's still alive in this state is beyond help. And I think anyone that's just like given up on her, I mean, she will eventually die early. I'm pretty certain of that. Now, obviously, I don't know the exact logistics of how early, but she will eventually die from this state. And I don't know. I mean, it kind of feels heartless to give up on her. You know, just live her life with kindness, this guy says. And it's just like, I don't know if I agree. Like, obviously, I don't want people sending hate messages to her. You know, I don't think she deserves that. But you know what? I don't think it's time to give up on her. And I really wish that Eugenia Cooney actually gets some help. But that's just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. The other day, we made a video on how Quebblecomp, you know, the YouTuber with like 50 million subscribers, finally released a apology video, him changing his YouTube channel to AI generated content. And believe it or not, the apology video is AI generated. This is a video you're not going to want to miss. Click here to watch it now.